First time I've ever seen it done.
It's kind of a cool experience, the whole icing thing.
The Rockywold Deephaven Camps ice harvest has been taking place roughly 118 years.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 70 years.
My dad is Norman Lyford, and he's 88 years old now, and he's been doing it since he was 18.
Of course, years ago there we used to use hand saws and that.
I've been here 25 years. During all my time here, Norman has been the man in charge on the ice. We have about 18 people helping with the harvest. Roughly half of them are employees, and the other half are folks from the area who really get a charge out of taking a step back in time and carrying on the tradition.
It's amazing just to keep it alive. I come back every year because it's just fun to do.
People that come to the camp every year don't want refrigerators. They have refrigerators at home. They like the ice blocks.
And to think that each cottage over at camp has their own ice box, and ice from this lake gets put into the ice box. It's amazing. It's not exactly a modern camp, but it's a camp that has a lot of modern amenities, but yet it's very traditional in some of the routes and some of the ways they want to run the camp, which is kind of unusual today in family camps.
What's special about our place is many families come back for generation after generation. They like that the camps feel a lot like they did when their grandparents or great-grandparents were here.
It's really not something you see very often, and I find it interesting because even today when I was talking to my father, who used to stay at RDC when he was just a little kid, how he remembers having an ice block delivered to his cabin and then chisel it off and use it for whatever you needed.
This was an industry that was like huge, maybe 75 to 100 years ago. This is a tradition that hangs on.
It's pretty amazing that in this day and age of computers and everything like that, that they still go back to basic principles, and it's incredible how precise they are with everything they do, and it's still done the way they've always done it, which is really neat.
The saw blade can't cut any more than 13, 14 inches. 12 inches is generally what we go for. That way we can get the equipment on the ice safely, and the saw cuts nice cuts, and it breaks out easily.
It's being part of a process, and it's kind of a good feeling when you walk through camp in the summertime and you see these ice houses full of ice, and you know that one or two of the blocks in there you've cut or you've pushed up the channel or you helped load into the truck.
You know, you look forward to the ice harvest all year. It's quite a long time of preparation, just getting all the tools out, sharpening everything, building the warming hut, going out, measuring the ice, measuring the ice and stuff like that. So it's really, everyone's really excited for it.
Prior to Norman, there were no manuals, there was no video of the operation. And we've updated our manual on the harvest 4 times now.
I've been doing this for 11 years, and basically my job has been in the ice house. I did that for 4 years, and I'm the wincher, and I scrape for the sawyer. I'll be a piker, and that's what I do.
The ice harvest and having the old-fashioned ice box is so unique to so many people. You know, the younger generations didn't have a clue it even existed.
Since that was the first time I saw the ice getting took out of the water, I thought it was pretty cool.
Norman, you know, he taught me how to do this. He was the guy that mentored me. If it wasn't for him, you know, we wouldn't be carrying the tradition forward to the next generation, so to speak.
It's been very cool to kind of get a feel and kind of know the history, not only with everyone around here, but with my father as well. It's been cool to figure it out, and I hope that something like this will be carried on for a long time.
Norman started harvesting ice here just after World War II. Harry Truman was president. Mrs. Armstrong, who founded Rockywold, was still managing the camps. His dad ran the ice harvest operation for us in at least a couple of decades. To Norman and the Lyford family for this great tradition at RDC, we thank you for your years of service. Thank you, Norm. Cheers.
my dad can, continue to do this, and who knows how many more years, but it's something he always looks forward to and seems to relish, and he enjoys all the camaraderie that goes with it, and just the fact that I think that he's part of the tradition of it is really something special.